Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm a minute or two late. My son is here, and he was talking to me, so it's his fault. I have a hard time dragging myself away from my kids when they're here because they're all grown up and they don't live here anymore. So it's kind of a treat when you see them. So we'll just give everyone a minute or two here so they can tune in, and then we will get started. I have a lot of inspiration to show you. The girls have been super busy creating all kinds of fun things, and it was piling up. And I thought, you know what? Today is going to be an inspiration live. And they are one of my favorites to do because you get to see not only the product, but you get to see what they do with it. And it's super fun. So this is going to be our giveaway. It's a fun little one. Everyone's tuning in. Okay, hey, everybody. We've got people here from BC and from Toronto. Are we watching the Blue Jay game again tonight? Are you guys like, did you turn into baseball fans for like a short period of time? I have. I work right up until the game starts, and then I kind of have it on my iPad for a little while. And then, once a few innings are kind of going, then I make my way out to the couch and, oh my gosh, I've become pretty invested. It's pretty exciting. So I'm a bandwagon Blue Jay fan. And they play a lot of games. I don't think I could keep up with their schedule if I had to be a regular fan. But anyway, it's been fun, and they play again tonight. So we will be tuning in, I'm sure. I'm just, you know what? I wonder if I can even do this. Remember I had trouble last time? I wanted to... Oh, here it is. I wanted to share my screen because for the giveaway thing, and it wouldn't. Okay, there, it's good. Okay, so we're going to get started. Yeah, so I used to watch baseball like 30 years ago. More than 30, probably like 34 years ago when we first got married. And then hockey kind of took over. So, okay. Did I watch the whole game? I did not. So I stayed up till 1. They finished the 12th inning, and I was falling asleep. I had actually taken my iPad to bed, and I was trying to keep my eyes open, but I was getting too tired. So I shut it off, and then I woke up at 6, and I thought, I should check the score. But I thought, no, don't do it. So then when I woke up at 7:30, I checked, and I found out that they didn't make it. But anyways, that's okay. Last night was a great game, so we're going to watch again tonight. Okay, enough about baseball. Okay, so this is going to be our giveaway. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is we're going to do the shopping thing. So but I'm going to extend the time a little bit. So if you shop the rest of the day today or tomorrow, we'll say tomorrow, I will do the draw. Let's say by 5 o'clock. You have to shop by 5 o'clock tomorrow. And you can buy anything. Okay, it can be anything. And you put in the comments of your order that you watched my live, then you will qualify for the draw. How's that? Okay. So this time we're giving away 4 things. So we're going to give away the Tailored Expressions pickup tool. So it's got little gems in the middle there. It says Share Joy. And then we've got the tip on one end and the wax tip on one end, and then the little poker tool on the other end. So lots of companies make those, but this one's a nice teal color, which is nice. We're going to give away a little sample of their foil drops. So in here are the little foil drops. So there's little bits of foil inside of the drops, which is really cool. We're going to give one of these little postage stamps away, and that's the little sticker that shows you what you're going to stamp out. So they're really cute. Can you guys hear Cooper in the background? I locked him out of the room. He's now meowing at the outside door because my husband and my son went back outside. So he's lonely now. And then we're also giving away a set of hexagon stacklets. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies that nest together. And yes, Cooper is sad. If I open up the door, he will be more of a pain than anything. So we'll let him. He's right at my door now. He hears me. I'll try. I'll let him in. We'll see what he does. If he's bad, I'm going to scoot him out. You want to come in, buddy? You want to come in? No, he's not even there. He's already gone. Okay. So that's the prize. Pretty good prize, right? And yes, you know, the foil drops are very nice. Everything's very nice from Tailored Expressions. I mean, let's be honest. But yes, so that's going to be our prize. So again, but let's just recap, and I'll recap this at the end. So shop between now and tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then I will post the winner on our Facebook page tomorrow evening. Okay. But in the comments of your order, you must put the word live stream. Love your lives. You guys are very creative with your comments. I love all the things that you say, and I do read them. I can't respond to all of them, obviously, but we do read all of the comments, and some of them we giggle at. Sometimes we leave little notes on your receipts and things, but I want to look for that live word. Okay. If I don't see live in the comments, I just skip right over you. Okay. So this is the prize pack, and I'll talk about that at the end. Okay, so now we're going to get started with all of our inspiration. Now, some of the dies don't look so pretty because they've been used, and I didn't take the time. Here they are. I didn't take the time to sort them all out beautifully. But this is a set from Concord and Ninth, and they don't normally do sets like this. So it was really exciting when it came out. And this is called Fall Favors Box Dies. Okay, so you can see here. Oops, I'm getting, you know why? I did not turn off my overhead light. Let me get rid of that. And then you won't get the glare. Okay, so this is the Fall Favors box, and see how they make these three-dimensional boxes, which are really great for home decor or table settings, that kind of thing. And you can customize them with the stamp set as well. Plus, you get a few sentiments that go with. So these are really nice for teacher gifts and things like that as well. So Amanda, she made up all 4 of the boxes. So I'm going to start with the acorn. Okay. So here is the little acorn box. So I'm going to tip it on its side here so you can see. So it's so, so cute. So see the detailed stamping on the top? That is created with this stamp right here. So that's what that stamp is for. So again, I'm just going to show you the side, and the lid does come off. I say that, now I can't get it off. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the lid pops off. Now I want it back on so I can show you guys. See, I had them all set up so they look good. And then she decorated the top with the leaves, which come in this set, in this big pile. Okay, so isn't that fun? Like, I just love that. And I mean, it would be really cute. See, I shouldn't have messed with it. Okay, so the lid's off now. But it's a really fun set. And it's all made out of paper. And then the top is stamped with that stamp that gives those that acorn detailing. Oh yeah, they're really fun. And so you can fill this with candies. You can fill it with whatever you want. Like, it's so fun. And I mean, if you're a person who really likes to craft and has lots of time to do fun things for the holidays, like to make up place settings and have one of these on everybody's spot for Thanksgiving or whatever. It's just like such a cool thing. So anyways, I love that. That's the acorn. And then we have, this one is just so cute for teachers. This is the apple. Okay, so here's your apple. And look at it. It has a little worm that comes out the side, and then a leaf for the top. So again, the leaf and the worm can be used for things other than on the container. You can do whatever you want with them. But I mean, how sweet is this? So really cute. It can hold a gift card. And the best teacher ever came from this little set here that comes along with it in the bundle. So really, really cute and fun. So that's the apple. And then we have, I don't know, is this a leaf? Maybe. But there you get another leaf die. And I'm going to go back and show you this one too. So these leaves can be used on their own, and so can this little tag. So you don't have to use it with the container. You can do whatever you want with it. But there is a little, oh, maybe this is a pumpkin. I think this is a pumpkin. Yes. It's just so cute. So that's the pumpkin. And again, the dots, I think Amanda added those dots on her own because I don't see anything with dots on here. But like you can use stencils or embossing folders or anything that you want on these panels before you put them together. And then the last one is actually a potted plant. So it's a succulent. This one you can't kill either. Like, it's amazing. And I love this. Life would suck without you. And then the detail on the succulents is created with this stamp set right here. So isn't that fun? I just think it's so cool. And this one, the potted plant, look, there's even rocks in the bottom. Can you see the rocks in there? Yeah, so they even have rocks in the bottom. But this one doesn't have a lid on it. You can make it whatever color you want, choose your cardstock, all that kind of stuff. So it's a really, really fun little set. So that is the Fall Favors set from Concord and Ninth. My kind of plant? Oh yeah, no kidding, right? I have 2 live plants in my house right now, and so far they're living. I do forget to water them from time to time, but they're a really hardy kind of version and it works out good. But I have 2 plants in my house right now, and I haven't had plants in my house for a really long time. We've always had cats, and one cat in particular used to eat everything, but she's gone now. So Cooper, he's not smart enough to eat plants. He's a special kind of cat. Okay, so that's that one. And then we're going to visit this set here. So this set here is called Deck the Paws. It's from Spellbinders, and it does create this really cute Christmas tree with a dog. And I know a lot of people have pets in their house, and it's really fun to kind of personalize your holiday cards to include your dog. So this is the Deck the Paws, and then it's a die and stamp set. So it comes with these greetings here. Deck the Paws with love and lights. You're my shining star. Merry Christmas to you and your pack. So, and it's such a cute font. I'm just going to pull it up there because it's a really, really cute font. So it is a clear stamp and die combo. And then the other thing that we're featuring on these cards is the Lots of Circles stencil set from Spellbinders. And this is a collaboration with Lisa Horton. Okay, so the snake plant would be great for someone in a nursing home. Yes. Minus the sucky sentiment. That's a good idea. Yep. So, or, somebody who's crafty. That you want to give them something to decorate their craft room, and it doesn't have to be real. It can be made out of paper. You can give it to anybody. It'd be really great. I would be happy if somebody gave me a paper plant. I would love it. So, so this set here, Amanda made a couple of really cute cards. So here's the first one. And you can see that once you get all those pieces die cut out, how adorable this is. And you can see the stamp set there, how cute the font is. Now, this is on an action wobble. So when you flick it, it moves. Like it's kind of an interactive card, which is really fun. So that is the first one. And I love that you called it the snake plant, because I didn't know that that's what it was called, but that makes sense. It kind of looks like a snake plant. So that's the first one. And then here is the second one. And this one features the circles in the background, and it has 2 trees. So if you've got more than one dog that you want to include, you can do so. Now, look at the tongue. How cute is that? I just think it's adorable. So that is the 2 samples created using this set. And I just love the action wobble. Now, action wobbles can be used on any kind of piece on your card if you want it to wiggle. And if you just look up action wobble on our online store, you'll find those there. They're a little adhesive piece that has a little spring on it, and that's how it works. And they wobble really nicely. So that's that one. And next up, we have another Spellbinder set. Oh my gosh, if you guys like snowmen, you're in trouble. So I don't have the actual die set to show you for this one. Amanda still has it. She's using the sign for some other things that she's working with. I should have had a slide ready for it, but I don't. The set is called North Pole Sentiments, and it has this pole with the sentiments, and then it also has 2 snowmen that come in the set as well. And it is super cute. So here you can see one of the snowmen. And again, I'm going to pop it up here just so you can kind of see the detail in the dies when you cut them out. And you, again, keep in mind, can create them in any color scheme that you want. So if you're looking at this card and you're like, I don't really want anything pink, don't worry. You can switch it up and create whatever color scheme that you want to go with. So if you like more traditional colors and so on, you can go that way. So I love the pole with the signs on it. It's a really fun feature. Now with this die set, like many other Spellbinders ones, the words are an option to insert into these pieces. You know what? The sun has not been shining for a long time, so I did not close my blinds. And now it's out. I just have to close the one blind because it interferes with my, oh no, I have to close them both. It interferes with my lighting. Ugh. Okay. So the words are an optional insert. So if you don't want words on your signs, you don't have to. So you can leave them out and then they would just be blank. So you can use them for lots of other things. So if you've got stamps that you would rather use in place of these word dies, you can do that too. So it's a really fun option. And then, of course, the snowmen are adorable. So that's the first one. And then this one here is featuring both snowmen. And you can see that there's different kinds of accessories that you can put on them. So this one has a little cowboy hat. So isn't that fun? I love the embossing folders in the background. Embossing folders are so great to use. So if you don't have embossing folders, we have a section on our online store just for embossing folders, and you can look through them and see all the different kinds that we have. They just add really nice texture to the background. So you don't have to do much. They just look great. And then here we have a third card, another embossing folder in the background there. That one is called, that is not cross-stitched. That I don't think that is. I think I could be wrong. Maybe that is cross-stitched, but I didn't think that one was called cross-stitched. But anyways, doesn't matter. And this one, the scene is built on an arch. So that's one of the arched stacklets. Many different companies make arches, and then both snowmen are featured, and then you have the pole. So you can shorten the pole. You can just put a couple of signs on it. So I'm seeing a question here. So this, I'll just pop it up here. It says, are the words actually cut out on the signs? So they're layered. So there's a blank piece in behind, so without the words, and then another piece cut in color with the words cut out. So the words would be a plate. Let me grab a different set and I can show you kind of what I'm talking about. I wish I had that set to show you, but it went out here. Okay, so I'm just working with this set right now, and it's a similar idea. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. So this one has the sentiment base. So I can cut this out in white like we did here. And then I can cut it out again, but I can insert this. So this says autumn. So when I cut it out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this upside down. I'm going to place this inside here, and then you just use a little bit of tape to fasten it in there. And now when I cut it out, it's going to embed the word autumn. So that's how those dies work. They do a lot of dies like this. So you can use it with it or without it, which is nice. And that's the same with this. You can have the sign with nothing on it. So you can just leave it blank, or you can stamp on it, or whatever you want to do. Or you can insert the little plate and cut it out, and then it will cut out the words "Let It Snow." So does that make sense? And I'm sorry that that I didn't have the die to show you in person, but she's still using it, so I didn't take it away from her yet. Okay, so that's how that works. But yes, the sign is even the sign itself, just to have that option for creating the pole and all the fun things. That's a really good die just to use on its own. And then of course the snowmen. I mean, how do you go wrong with the snowmen? And they're very cute snowmen. I'm a lover of cute snowmen. So again, I'll just hold that up so you can see the detail on there when you die cut them out. Now she splattered them with some silver, or maybe it's white, the whole thing, so that you'll see some little specks on there, and that's what that is. But it's really cute. Okay, so again, that is called North Pole Sentiment. No, North Pole Sentiments. Yes, that's what. And you get the signs, the pole, and the snowman all together. Okay, so that's that one. And then, oh gosh, guys, wait till you see these. All right, so this set here, this one is called Santa's Elves. Like, how cute is this? This is not exact packaging. I got a set along with a retailer kit. So that's where my set is from. And it's a little bit different because of that. But there's all the dies. Now wait till you see what you can do with these elves. So here we go. There's one. I mean, they're just so festive and jolly. I really love them. When you cut the heads out and don't have anything on them, they look like Yoda from Star Wars. But once you get all the features on it, it's really cool. And there are little things like candy canes and these peppermint lollipops and things that come in the set. And then this one is a boy elf, but you can also have the option of making a girl elf as well. So she's got longer hair. And then you can see these fun candy canes. You can make them in different colors, and those work really nicely with other things too. So all of these die sets just have so many fun things in them that you can use pieces of them for other things. And you'll notice there's different styles of hats. So this one goes kind of straight up and this one's sort of bent over. So you've got options. On this card here, Amanda used some glitter cardstock to create glitter accents on her elf hats as well. And these ones are all done with cardstock. And then look at this one. She incorporated that sign from the previous set that I showed you and pulled it in with the elves. And these gifts are also part of this set as well. Aren't they adorable? They're just so cute. And this is my favorite one. So if you do Elf on the Shelf in your house, you've got the mantle there, which is kind of like for a fireplace or a shelf. And then Amanda threw in a Christmas tree from another set that she had, but you can see those great candy canes. The gifts are being used here. It's just such a fun and festive way to create a card. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, I just think they're so great. So I'll kind of put these all out here so you can kind of have a look. And I will post photos of all of these cards over on our inspiration group. And if you are part of that group, you'll see them pop up over there. And we just kind of list all the products and put the photos over there so you can have a look at them. But aren't they adorable? Like, such sweet cards. So Amanda made all 4 of those. And I love that she pulled in little bits from other sets too, here and there. So, and that, like, the sentiment here is from that sign thing. And she's done it here with the Merry Christmas as well. But it works well with other kinds of sentiments too. So if you've got other sentiment sets in your set that you want to bring in, it works well with that as well. So that is, again, what is that one called? Santa's Elves. And those are from Spellbinders. All right, what are we moving on to now? Oh, yes. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some Penny Black. So the first one we'll do is a fall set. Well, it's not really a fall set. We have a fall sample. It can be used for anything, really. So this is called the Pretty Planter, and it is a stamp and die combo. And in the stamp set, it's just a small one. You get the beautiful planter that you can stamp out. You also get the pick that you can put inside, along with a couple of words that you can stamp in there. And then another sentiment that says, all things grow with love. So it's just a small little set. And then there is a matching die that cuts out the planter and the pick. Okay. So Christina created a couple of samples, pulling in other things that she has in her stash. So it's a nice base die that you can use with other things that you might have. And you can create seasonal things with it as well. So this one is, so I'll point out the planter at the bottom and the pick. Okay, so you can see how beautiful those look. And when you stamp them out, you can color them in, and it gets that beautiful little white outline that you see going around all of your dies. Now, the set that she used to fill her planter is from Pink Fresh. It's an older set called Butterfly Garden. So we did have that like a long time ago. And she just stamped it and die cut it all out. It's got the beautiful butterflies and everything. So whatever you want to pair up with this, you can. So that looks beautiful. And it's against that embossed brick background. So she used Honeybee's Rustic Brick Wall. That's the background embossing folder that you see there. And then to totally switch it up, she created a fall planter. And you'll notice that the white around the edges of the pick and the base are gone. So she cut those off to have it blend in a little nicer with her die cuts. So there's the planter, and she's turned it into a fall one. And there's the pick at the top. She's used some dies from, let's see what she's got here. Spellbinders Garden Builder. So that's what those are from. And then the pumpkins are from the Lawn Fawn Pick of the Patch add-on. So again, normally they would have a white edge, but she's just taken her scissors and cut all of that off so that it turns into a fall one. So you can definitely switch it up and create all kinds of great things. I'm sure that you could use poinsettias and different things with it as well to create more of a Christmas scene. So yeah, it's a really fun little set, and you can use it all year round for lots of different things. So if you've got lots of florals and things like that in your stash, then it's a great base die for stuff like that. So that again is Penny Black, and it's called the Pretty Planter, and it is a stamp and die bundle. So that was Christina. She created those samples, and now we're going to move on to something else from Penny Black, featuring quite a number of products, and they are combined with a few others to create some samples that are going to kind of blow your mind. This was actually on my desk for a long time to create samples with, but I just could not find the time to do it. So I passed it off to Amanda, and she found it a bit challenging at first. But once she started playing with it, she goes, Mom, these are really, really fun to work with. So Penny Black products that we're going to be featuring, this one is called 'Tis the Season, and it is just a greeting set. Okay, so it says 'Tis the Season and Be Merry. Here's another one, and this one is called Joyful Winter. And so you get the word winter, joy with the full on the end, and calm. And then, oh my gosh, these frame sets, I just love. So the top one, we featured this a couple of times already. This one is called Double Frames. So I'm just going to slip these out here so you can see. You can use them individually on their own, but when you stack them, whoops, this way, they layer up and create a three-dimensional look, which is really spectacular. And then this one here is called Frame It, and you get the 3 individual frames in different sizes. Okay, so that is the Penny Black product. We're also going to be featuring Christmas foliage from Spellbinders. Now we have some of these in stock now, but we've already reordered. This is featured on so many samples throughout our store right now that it is selling like hotcakes. It's not an overly expensive die, and it gives you everything that you need to create beautiful holiday florals. So you've got your poinsettia, you've got your holly and berries, you've got your greenery, and then you've also got this popular branch too. Does anyone know what that's called? Because I don't know. But it's featured in a lot of greenery sets, and you can change the tips on it to different colors. So it's just a really great set. So that's also featured. And then we're also featuring these holiday watercolor evergreen card fronts. So these are pre-printed, and you can use them as panels. But watch what Amanda did. I'm waiting to see if anybody knows what that that image is, or that die cut is called. The one with the little pieces on the end. I know someone will know because you guys are smart. Okay, so here is the first card. And this is featuring, I guess I should open this up and show you these panels. So these panels are from Picket Fence. We cannot order any more. So when these are sold out, that's it. We're done. But inside this package, you get A2 card fronts. So there's 12 sheets of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, 80-pound cardstock, 3 different designs. Okay, so here is what they look like. And they're really, really beautiful. So those are duplicates. Here's another one, which is the one that's featured here. So again, the whole panel is not showing. She's just offset it a little bit, so only these trees show. And then this one here in the greens. So that is what you get inside. It's really, really nice. And here is the first card. And you can see by just placing that panel in behind the frames, you get a really, really nice looking card. Now I'm going to hold this up a little close so you can see the layered frames. One is done in black and the other one is done in probably the pixie dust cardstock. And it is like a glitter cardstock from Lawn Fawn, and it is, the glitter doesn't come off, but it's very sparkly. She's added stickles to the scene in the back, just in a few different spots. One of the clear versions, any of the clear versions work really nicely. And then she's done her snowflakes in a metallic silver paper. Isn't it awesome? Now the word peace is from a Concord and Ninth set, I think. Holiday sayings. Yeah, so we may or may not have that one, but any large word greeting would work. I know she's featured on this one here, the joyful word. So you could do the word joy instead of peace and do it out of the metallic paper. You could do the full joyful word. Here is another one of those panels in the back. This one is using the Frame It set of frames. And then also there is that Christmas foliage. Now Amanda's added pine cones in. I'm not sure where that's from. Let's just see if she mentions. No. So that's probably from another set, but you can see how the greenery and the poinsettias just look so amazing with all of these frames and panels. So that is sample number 2. And then sample number 3 is using 2 of the smaller frames and pieces of those panels. And again, you've got that greenery on there and a word that says joy. And again, you've got that joy option in the Penny Black set right here. So isn't that amazing? So I love those. And they're just using these pre-printed panels. The other thing you'll want to look for when you do cards like this are the 4x6 cut-aparts from different paper lines. Oh, and an old Spellbinders one. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, the 3x4 cut-aparts and the 4x6 cut-aparts that come with the paper collections, they work nicely for this kind of thing too. But yeah, and we've also got some of these panels from Penny Black as well. So if you look under the Penny Black brand, we have a number of options for panels under there as well. So these ones are from Picket Fence. And again, they're called Holiday Watercolor Evergreens. But look under the Penny Black brand as well, because there's other options and you can do a very similar look. So it's a really nice, fun spin on holiday cards. I love it. So those are really cool. And again, adding in all these little accessories too, like the frames and the word dies and your foliage dies really kind of kick it up a notch. And throw an embossing folder in the background there. And you've got a really, really cool look. So I think these are spectacular. I just love, and the black on them just really makes everything just pop off. So that is kind of a unique spin on some holiday cards. Okay, and then we're going to switch seasons for a minute. We are going to talk about, we've been talking about embossing folders. So this set here is called Bootiful. So there it is. And it features this hiking boot with florals in it. So we've done similar things to this in the past with dies. When I saw this one, I thought, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So it is a embossing folder and stencil combo, but you can use them separately. And then the embossing folder also has a die that comes with it as well. So not only can you emboss the design, but you can cut it out. So Christina's done a couple of samples here. So this is using the embossing folder and the stencil together. But this embossed image is right in the panel of your card. So it's not cut out. I'm just going to pop it up here just so you can see the details. Okay, so it's not cut out. So all that coloring is done with a stencil. You don't have to be a great color artist to get this design. The stencils do all the work for you, which is really fun. So see how awesome that is? So that's embedded right into the panel of the card. And you can, make it a birthday card, make it a get well card, make it a whatever you want. A thinking of you card, you know, just a note, all that kind of stuff. Maybe eucalyptus. It could be. Sorry, I'm reading comments. Somebody's commenting on what they think that that plant could have been, and it could be eucalyptus. I'm not sure, but I find it in a lot of the holiday greenery sets. They often put it in there. So, anyways, so that's one version. Now this is a second version, and this one is actually cut out and popped up. So it gives you that option to pop it up off of your panel. But and a bit different color scheme, just to give you an idea of what that can look like. So isn't that fun? So if you like something with a little bit of an outdoor spin with some florals, this is a really fun set. And I'm going to hold it really close. Can you see the detail that is put into the boot when you cut it out? Not cut it out, emboss it. It does all of that design work in the boot, which is really nice. It also does it in this one too. I didn't hold it close enough for you to see. And you can decide what color boot you want to have too. Traditional sort of tan colored one, or you can dress it up and make it look different. So that is a really fun set. So that is from Lisa Horton, and it's called Bootiful. So it's boot with a dash and then iful. All right, so that is that. Now, what are we moving on to? Okay, some Concord and Ninth. We've got this set here. Whoops, so it's turned around. This is called Holiday Charm Inlay Die. So Christina created the color palette that's on the back of the package. So an inlay die is really fun because when you die cut it out, all of the pieces that you see raised up there are going to pop out. So you can use those pieces as individual things. So these cute little ornaments you can use the dove, you can use the bow, you can use all this greenery and stuff. You can use the deck the halls. All of those come out as die cuts. Now you can piece them back together into the background like a puzzle and create a look like this. Isn't that really fun? So she's cut it out of several different types of papers. So she's cut it out of the metallics. She's cut it out of white, red. This is out of glitter paper. And then she's nested all those pieces back inside the base piece to create the card front. So it's a really fun option to have with a die because you can use it like this. And once you cut the panel out, you'll have all the holes in it. You can just ink blend or lay it over top of a different color of cardstock and use it that way. You can use all the bits and pieces that pop out as individual die cuts, or you can switch up the colors and put it back in. So it gives you 3 different looks. And then just to show you, here is the pieces that have popped out placed onto a card front to use as a card on its own, aside from the panel. So that gives you kind of 2 different looks from the same die set. Isn't that fun? And there's a lot of things that pop out of this. There's lots of little pieces. There's bells, the word deck the halls. There's ornaments. You've got branches with berries on them. You've got holly leaves. I love the bow. So you can see it here in red. So that's a beautiful bow. And then the doves. So lots of really fun things that you can work with. So again, that's called Holiday Charm Inlay Die from Concord and Ninth. And those are the samples. And then also from Concord and Ninth, we have the Sleigh Full of Cheer. And that is a stamp and die bundle. So the die set creates your sleigh and your gifts. And then your stamp set has greetings. And then it also has these 3 pieces here that give you patterns that you can stamp onto your gifts, which is a really nice option. They also work really nicely for texture type stamps on layouts and different things as well. I have lots of little stamps like this in my collection that I use to create backgrounds on layouts and cards all the time. So that is a stamp and die combo. And then we've got several different samples here to show. So here is one set. The sleigh is done in craft. And then you can see those stamps stamped onto the gifts just to give them different textures. The striped stamp can be stamped in a couple different directions to give you a plaid, which is a nice option. And then in the die set, you also get things like bows, that you can use on different projects too. So I love the simplicity, and the font of the sentiments is really fun too. So that's sample 1. And then here's sample number 2. So different color scheme. And again, you can use presents on their own. You can use the sleigh on its own. And then you can see that little snowflake stamp that is included in the stamp set here. There's a couple different styles of snowflakes, so you can create backgrounds with it as well. I love the little Christmas tree. So that is a die. Yep, right here. And Christina has used it to create her sentiment, merry and bright, which is really cute. And then here is a shaker card. And she's just used the gifts, so no sleigh on this one. And adding things like metallic paper or glitter paper really jazz things up. So on here, they've got the glitter paper for the bow instead of just plain cardstock. And here there's some metallic. And again, all these little bows can be used on all kinds of other things as well. So that is Sleigh Full of Cheer, Stamp and Die bundle. And now we're going to talk about this. So this is the Open Book Trio die and stencil set. So Waffle Flower came out with the Open Book, which is a larger version of this, but now they've come out with the minis. So the base die has the books and a matching stencil to color in the shading around the open pages. And then you have the option of inserting these plates inside, very similar to that sentiment set I showed you, to put the lines in your book covers. Or you can take those out and then you can have blank pages, like smooth ones. So you have some options. So that's your base die. Then they have stencils that they came out with that have designs on them. So this is the birthday set and the fall set. So if I flip them over, you'll see that you can use your stencils right on the pages and create different scenes for birthday and for fall. And then they have some an add-on set here. This stamp set fits on the pages. So if you decide not to do the lines, you can do the lines and use the stamp at the same time, but you can do blank pages. You can stamp text on them or actual greetings. So they give you the option of doing that. And then they also have a couple of really cute supporting sets. This one's called Quick Greetings, and this one is called Inside Sentiments Book Lover. But these work nicely on along with the theme of the open book. Okay, so all of this is packed into these fun samples. So here you can see the 3 books, smooth pages with the stencils done, and they create those really cute scenes. And then this Ready to Celebrate You is one of the inside sentiments, which also works nicely as an outside sentiment. So isn't that cute? Really, really cool concept for a birthday card. I love that. And here's another one featuring the birthday stencil. And then these greetings here are from this set. So you've got the happy, the birthday, and the Make-A-Wish, just all on separate little pieces. And again, different inking options gives you a totally different look. So this is more primary colors and this is more pastel. And then you can see that on this one here, she's used the stamp to stamp text over top of her designs, which I like too. And here's one, again, a nice, clean and simple with your books with the stencil to create the shading. You can see the die has put the lines in there, and then she's done the text and the greetings over top, and then just a simple thanks on there. And this one, this one is the butterfly stencil. Okay, so there is a third one that I don't have here in my pile that does florals and butterflies. So it's another set like this, but it does the florals and the butterflies, and that's what this one looks like. I thought there was a third one. So that's a really fun one. And then this is the fall one. Look what you can stencil out. The little to-go cup, the little mushrooms, the little cup. I love the holiday or the fall trees. So really, really cute options for fall, or just, a cozy feeling rather than a birthday feeling. But this could totally be a birthday card. I love the little stamp that says "Let's Read." Where did that come from? Oh, look at that. It's part of this set right here. See, tiny little set that says "Let's Read." Ooh, that's so cute. Besties between the lines. Oh my gosh, it's such a cute set. And then she also took it and she used the postage collage, and she incorporated the stencils from the fall set, which I've lost on my desk right here, into 3 of those sections. This one and this one are from the postage collage fall, but she has incorporated the book sets into that postage collage as well. Oh, it's totally fine, Christina. I just I got confused. I was like, wait, I don't have that in my pile, but I'm glad you did a sample with it. It's awesome. And there's one of those sentiments again. Fits nicely inside that postage collage, which works really well. So lots of great ideas, especially if you are a book lover or have friends that are book lovers. And all of those great things work together. So this sentiment set here is called Inside Sentiments Book Lover. And this one is called Quick Greetings. Okay. And the whole system is the, what's it called? The Open Book Trio. Okay. And then there's Open Book is separate. It's a bigger version of this, which is really fun. Okay. And next up, a little bit of Halloween, because that is fast approaching. We are almost sold out of this set, but it is so cute. It's called the Haunted Boulevard. And this gives you the 3 haunted houses and a matching die set. Now, they are quite a bit bigger than they appear on the front. So the stamp sets are a little bit larger. They're really fun to work with. And let me just look inside here. Haunted Boulevard. The sentiment set, I believe, not this, the die set comes with little icons. Oh, here we go. The die set comes with all of these little icons as well. So the little ghosts, the boards to board up the windows, the little gravestone, some pumpkins, the bats, and the candy corn. And then the little circle can be used for a moon, or it can go behind the ghost's face to block out the holes. So the die set comes with all of these little accessories that you'll see on the cards. And so here you can see the little ghosts, the bats. You can see the pumpkins and the candy corn along with the little grave marker. And we have a couple of samples here. So here's one of those houses. And again, Christina has removed the white around the edge of the die cut, just fussy cutting it off. If you've got like simple images like this, it's really easy to do that kind of thing. And then here, I thought this was so cute. She made a little shaped card. Isn't that fun? So this will stand up and it's in the shape of the house. So I love that. And you could do that for all the individual houses. So this is an A2 size card, and that's the house that goes up and down here. So you can see how big it is. It's really fun. So that is the Haunted Boulevard. And then one more set here. Another Halloween grouping of products. So this is the Ghost Hugs. It's a die and clear stamp combo. So the stamps are for the faces and the word boo. And then a background stamp called Celestial Skies. And then we have the mega messages boo and eek. And this is all from Tailored Expressions. And there is that ghost. Isn't he adorable? He's very cheery. Look at, you even get the little pumpkin. We've talked about this in previous lives. I used to have a little pumpkin like that when I went trick-or-treating. You didn't get much in it. You get the bow tie. You get the banner pieces. So he can hold the word boo like he is in this one. But those banner pieces would be handy. You can make banners with all kinds of things on it. It also comes with the hat, but you can leave his head naked as well. So you've got lots of options that are really, really cool. So that is, again, it's called Ghost Hugs. That you can see the background stamp in the background there. This would be really cute for baby cards too. And then the Boo and the Eek, that's the Boo. And then this one comes in this set here. So there we go. That is it. I think I've covered it all. Awesome. So not too bad. What is our timeline like? 50 minutes. Awesome. All right, let's bring this back on. So this is our giveaway for today's live. So we're doing things a little bit differently this time. We are going to do till 5 o'clock tomorrow. You can put an order in, and in the comments, you have to say that you watch the live. So it can be live or it can be on replay. It doesn't matter, but the word live has to be in the comments of your order. And then I will do a random draw Thursday evening and post it on our Facebook page. And you can win the Tailored Expressions pickup tool. And it's got the wax tip on one end and it's got the poker tool on the other. Okay, you can win the sample pack of the foil drops. So I don't know if it will show the foil on the camera. Let's just see. You can see it in the green ones a little bit. There's little foil pieces like flecks inside the little gems. They're so nice. So you get a little sample pod of those. And then I'll make sure I get them all back in there. Then we're also giving away the little postage stamp set with the birdhouse. And we're also giving a full set of hexagon stacklets. So there's 6 dies in here and they all nest together. So all of this goes to one winner. Okay. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I will give you till tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And in your order, you must put in the comments live stream, love your live, whatever you want to do. Okay. And if you don't mind, before you sign off of YouTube, if you could give our video a thumbs up. It's very helpful. I see a number of you have already done that. It's very helpful for us. It does funny things behind the scenes. And actually, not too long ago, another door was opened on our YouTube channel, which is really great. So you doing that is really excellent. You can leave a comment on the video as well. If you have any questions, we get notified when those comments are there. If you leave it a comment in the chat while the video is live, we don't get notifications about that. But if you leave a comment on the actual video, then we do get notified. So it's very helpful. Okay, that's it for me today. I'm going to sign off and we will see you again soon. Happy crafting and shopping.